we're like Niner fans in the sense that we can't help but look ahead because it's the Seahawks and we've seen them a few times. So we're going to take them seriously. We will, because it's a playoff game. Blah, 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 blah. But we have to talk about like the Chiefs and potential Super Bowl opponents. The Niners played the Chiefs. They got blown out by the Chiefs, but that wasn't with Brock Purdy. That was with Jimmy Garoppolo and Christian McCaffrey. He'd been on the team for like 3 minutes. Do you think now the Niners have the offense to finally go blow for blow with Kansas City?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'd like to say yes, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
That's, I would say that there's now that you got to score in the 30s to beat Kansas City. So, there's no question in my mind that now they've got an offense that can score in the 30s. So is that going to be – the question is, can their defense stop Kansas City? It's still going to be a crapshoot, but now they got a shot. Now they got an offense that can score 30. Kittle and Purdy have been prolific. Purdy, even in the game yesterday, I don't know what you thought, Grant, because I haven't talked to you since the game, but I kind of felt like it was just kind of an effort. And then I looked at the box score, 75%, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers. Then when I watched the game again, the guy was sacked 4 times. He was under a lot of pressure. I thought the offensive line was kind of disappointing yesterday. And then I looked at his season totals. He's got 13 touchdowns, 1 rushing. So he's accounted for 14 touchdowns, 4 picks. 2 of them are blatant tips that had nothing to do with him. So he's basically accounted for 14 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and they're undefeated. So maybe I'm grading too high if I thought it was just kind of an Maybe we're just getting used to Brock Purdy just delivering time and time again.
Look, I think people that watch our show know that we're both very enthusiastic about Brock. Let me try to be, I don't know if realistic is the word, but try to look at it from the other perspective. Maybe he hasn't really faced a great defense yet. He faced Miami. That's a terrible defense. He faced
Tampa's the best defense statistically.
Right, but they were missing the safeties, and Vita Vea left early. Like, not to like. He faced Seattle. Seattle's been a pretty good defense recently, and they held him and the Niners to 21 points on a Thursday.
Washington.
Washington's a decent defense.
Very good defensive line.
Yeah, very good defensive line. So maybe they have. We'll see. We shall see. But maybe this offense is just unstoppable. It's possible.
Well, I don't know if it's unstoppable, but I think the addition of McCaffrey and the ball coming out on time, you're starting to see that they can move the ball. And it just seems like also, if you watch these games real close, it's like at some point the 49er defense takes the ball away, and then you get an extra possession that you weren't banking on. But they're scoring in the 30s more times than not here.
The problem with the Chiefs in particular, if we're talking about that matchup, even though we don't need to yet, is that there's 3 players that the Niners don't have any answers for on that team. Obviously Mahomes, but also Kelsey, and then Chris Jones. Chris Jones destroys the Niners offense. He's so big. He's like the opposite of Aaron Donald. The Niners are all prepared for Aaron Donald, but Chris Jones, they don't seem to have answers for. He just manhandles him.
Yep.
So I don't know. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there.